You know, sometimes things that are uncomfortable have got to be said. And although I don't like doing this, I have something to say. There's so many people out there that are starved of the truth because they're being fed by man and not by the Father's unleavened living word of righteousness. Yahushua is knocking on the door. He's waiting for us to hear his voice so he can come through and feed us. We can only be made alive spiritually by every word that comes out of the mouth of Yahuwah. If you only knew how much I cared about you all. You do know that Yahushua is feeding us the manna because he is the bread of life. That's why he tells us to eat him. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, says that the manna is specific for the need of the receiver. So when Yahuwah rained down manna to save the Israelites, every single one of them tasted a different taste. It was specific to the needs and the requirements and the nourishment of the person that was eating it. It changed depending on what they needed. And this is what we receive from the scripture. He tells us what we need to hear so that it's transformative. Are we hungry for the righteousness of the living bread? We're in the wilderness right now, just like the children of Israel were when they were given manna specific to them. That manna given in the wilderness, it kept them alive. And as we are in the days of Noah, the only way to escape is to go back to that wilderness, to get out of Babylon, to leave the world. We're in that wilderness now, starving, because we're not going to the scriptures to be fed. Billions of people flock to assemblies. They're trying to find a transformative truth, but they end up being fed the words of man, not knowing whether the counsel they're being given is ordained by Yahuwah or if it's the imaginations of men. And it is just a hard truth that we can't be fed manna that is only given by Yahuwah, by another person. Because manna isn't transferable, it's specific to the receiver. Each man has to gather what they need. And we can see by the nature of manna in the wilderness that it didn't last until morning. It was given to be eaten then and there. Being fed by man is only receiving counsel. It is not a life-sustaining, transformative manna. People are being fed bread alone by man. And counsel is good, but it doesn't transform your soul. The manna given by Yahuwah is transformative. It's the living bread of the word. As we know, men cannot live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of Yahuwah. So by receiving counsel from men, it's like we're being given physical bread, but it isn't transformative. So we receive the information, but it doesn't do a work within us that changes us. Receiving counsel is just hearing about the manna that another person received for himself. But to have life-changing transformation, we must eat directly from the word. Messiah Yahushua warned that searching for the kingdom is like receiving bread in the house of a woman who hid falsehood when making 3 loaves. Yahuwah knew that everyone is busy with work and responsibilities, so he gave us feast days and Sabbaths. That's when we're to meet with Yahuwah and eat with him. Yahuwah knows how busy life can be and how difficult the world is and how our time gets eaten up by our responsibilities. But the Sabbath days are a time to stop and rest and come out from our busy works of the world and feast on the living word, also known as the bread of life. That's why he gave us these times, so that we could pull away from the world and spend time with him, just consuming the word and have it transform us. But unfortunately, and this is so sad to have to say this, but I see it all the time, these assemblies are full 200, 300, 500, 1,000 people all listening to one man. And sometimes, like, I know because I've received the bread of truth myself. I've had that transformative nourishment. I know what they're saying is wrong, and these people are just listening to them. And they're taking it in as if it's real bread. But we know we can't live by that, but by every word that comes from the mouth of Yahuwah. This is what he was trying to show us. That men can feed your flesh, but they can't feed your soul. Only Yahuwah can do that. He's the only one who gives the bread. Please, guys, read more scripture. Please stop listening to assemblies. Don't even watch my videos. Go to the word and read for yourself and eat for yourself directly from the only hand that feeds. I hope you all realise how much I love you, and I'm just telling you this because I want you to experience what I myself have experienced from the scripture, which was life-giving, transformative, and it's an incredible experience when you feel it for yourself. It changes you. Yes, I was receiving from men before when I was going to people's lives and just sitting and listening. And I was getting counsel, I was getting advice, I was getting some information. But when I started reading the scripture and investing myself in that, I started to see a transformation happening within. I started to understand the word in a different way. Something that no one else can give you. Guys, I love you, and I just want you to be in a good place with Yahuwah and for your souls to be nourished. It's the only reason I'm telling you this. May Yahuwah's peace go before you, and may you be protected, and may the wonders of heaven be shown to you. I love you all in Yahushua.